Welcome to the 2006 NCAA Tournament Preview and the Conference Tournament Recap. Coach Fenor Bateman and the Indiana State Sycamores are 41-22 overall in the season. Had an incredible regular season, going 40-20 overall, 17-7 in the Missouri Valley Conference. That was good enough to get us the 1 seed in the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament and the ability to host the conference tournament. We entered the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament absolutely fired up, thrilled to be playing in front of our home fans. An incredible season, hoping to compete well in the conference tournament, but got ourselves off to a really rough start. A 9-2 loss in our opening game against the 6th seed Evansville put us 1 loss away from elimination. Took on the 2 seed Wichita State in an elimination game, the top 2 seeds battling it out, and we were able to find a way to get a 2-0 nail-biting victory to defeat the 4-time defending Missouri Valley Conference Tournament champions and get ourselves into Part 2 of the conference tournament, ensuring that there would be a new Missouri Valley Conference Tournament champion this year. But our game to follow against Bradley had a really rough beginning to it. 5 runs scored from the Braves in the top of the first inning put us in a big hole early. We were able to get a couple runs back immediately in the bottom of the first, tried to scratch and claw our way back into it. Eventually we were able to tie things up at 6 in the bottom of the 8th inning, but the top of the 9th, Bradley able to get runners on 2nd and 3rd with 2 away, and then an infield single, line drive off of our pitcher, able to beat it out and get the go-ahead run to come in. Then Bradley was able to shut us down in the bottom of the 9th to defeat us 7-6 to eliminate us from the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament. Last season, Indiana State defeated Bradley by 1 run to eliminate the Braves from the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament. Bradley able to return the favor and get payback this year. So certainly not the way we wanted things to go in the conference tournament, but the loss does not end our season. Thanks to a very strong regular season, we will be advancing to the NCAA tournament, first NCAA tournament for Indiana State since the 1995 season. So a bit of heartbreak here to end the conference tournament, but it is not over for the 2006 Indiana State Sycamores. We will be moving forward, and we absolutely will be thrilled entering the NCAA tournament. Did not end the regular season and did not compete in the conference tournament the way we would have liked to. Our last 8 games leading into the NCAA tournament, we just had a 2-6 record. So we're going to have to figure things out. We're going to have to regroup as a team and start trying to play with the form that we've been playing at most of the season. But the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament has come to an end for us. The rest of the tournament has been played. The rest of the conference tournaments around the NCAA have been played as well. So let's get a recap on that now. Recap of the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament, starting here, Part 1. The host and the top seed, Indiana State, a rough start for us, losing 9-2 in our first game against Evansville. The 2 seed, 4-time defending conference champions, Wichita State, also had a rough start to begin the conference tournament, a 1-0 loss against 5 seed Southern Illinois. And 3 seed Bradley winning an exciting 3-2 game over Creighton. The second set of games here in Part 1 saw Evansville get another victory, the 6th seed, 2-0 in Part 1, a 3-1 win over Creighton. Southern Illinois winning an exciting game, 3-2 over Bradley to get themselves off to a 2-0 start as well. And the 1 versus 2 matchup in the elimination game saw us take down the 4-time defending conference tournament champions Wichita State in a nail-biting 2-0 game to punch our ticket to Part 2 of the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament. Evansville, the 6th seed, continuing to play great baseball here. 6 versus 5 matchup in a 2-0 winners bracket game. Evansville gets a 2-1 victory Then our second elimination game, taking on the 3 seed Bradley, and a very strong top of the first for the Braves. We just could not find a way to get that last out to end the top of the first inning. They got a couple runs in, then a 3-run home run, put them up 5-0 early. We tried to respond right away, cut it down to 3, scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the first. Got a run back in the fourth to make it a 2-run game. Got one back in the sixth to make it a 1-run game. They responded in the seventh to make it a 2-run game again. We made it a 1-run game again in the bottom half. Bottom of the eighth, able to tie things up at 6. But top of the ninth, unable to get the last out. The infield single allowed the 7th run to score for Bradley, and then they shut us down in the bottom of the ninth, winning it 7-6. Both teams with 15 hits. But Bradley, the 3 seed, eliminates us from the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament. They take down the 1 seed and the host to end our run, and Bradley advances. Bradley taking on Southern Illinois elimination game. And Bradley struck first in the top of the second. Southern Illinois, a huge response. 5 runs in the bottom half. Then scored another in the bottom of the third. 1 run each in the 5th inning. 2 more runs for Southern Illinois in the 6th to extend their lead up to 9-2. Bradley got 4 in the 8th, trying to make a comeback, but they were not able to get any more. Nothing in the 9th. And Southern Illinois getting a 9-6 victory to advance in the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament. Bradley, a victim of giving up 5 runs in a half inning this time. And the Braves' run in the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament comes to an end with a 9-6 loss. So Southern Illinois moving forward, another chance against Evansville. Southern Illinois needing 2 victories against Evansville. The 5 and the 6 seed, the bottom 2 seeds of the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament, going all the way to the end. And Evansville able to complete their improbable run, scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the first, 1 more in the third, 3 in the 6th, moving ahead 6-0, and they're able to get a complete game victory here, shutting out Southern Illinois through all 9 innings. 6-0 the final. Evansville out hits them 13-8. Evansville playing solid defense and going on a fantastic run here. Congratulations to the Evansville Purple Aces, 2006 Missouri Valley Conference Tournament champions, as the 6th seed, going undefeated, making a very strong run. What a journey here, what a run from Evansville. That is how the 2006 Missouri Valley Conference Tournament went down. Now we'll take a look at the conference tournaments from around the nation. Starting in the ACC tournament, look here at Bracket 1. The top seed Georgia Tech took a loss in their first game. Florida State a victory. Georgia Tech survives, avoids elimination. Florida State gets a win in the winner's bracket game over Boston College. Then Boston College a 5-4 win, eliminating the top seed in Bracket 1, Georgia Tech, and moving forward. But Florida State able to take care of business. They go 3-0 in Bracket 1, a 6-2 victory. Punches their ticket to the ACC Tournament Championship. Look here at Bracket 2, top seed Clemson, solid win their first game. 2 seed Virginia, nice win. 1-run win Clemson over Virginia. NC State avoids elimination, takes down Miami. Virginia a 1-run win over NC State to move forward, getting another chance against Clemson. But Clemson taking care of business, 6-2 win. Clemson goes 3-0 in Bracket 2 to move on to the ACC Tournament Championship game. Clemson versus Florida State for the ACC Tournament Championship. Clemson striking first, the bottom of the first, 2 more in the 4th. Florida State got 1 back in the 6th, 2 for Clemson in the bottom of the 7th. 1 for Florida State in the top of the 9th, but not enough. Clemson out-hits Florida State 12-5. They outscore them 5-2. Clemson goes undefeated in the ACC tournament, and they win the ACC tournament championship game 5-2 over Florida State. Congratulations to Clemson. The Big East tournament, top seed in Bracket 1, Pitt, a 10-0 win over Rutgers. Seton Hall, a 7-6 win over Notre Dame. Pitt, another dominant win, 9-0 over Seton Hall in the winners bracket. Rutgers eliminates Notre Dame 8-7 victory. Rutgers 13-0 over Seton Hall to move forward and get themselves another chance at Pitt, but Pitt another dominant victory, completely running through Bracket 1. Pitt 3-0, 3 dominant wins, advances to the championship. Bracket 2, the top seed Louisville, a win over St. John's, 8-3. USF gets a victory over Connecticut. 3-0 win for Louisville in the winner's bracket over South Florida. St. John's avoids elimination with a 1-run victory and then takes down South Florida 4-1 to move forward. St. John's needing to beat Louisville twice. They beat them the first game 3-1, but the second game, the decisive game in bracket 2, Louisville able to get a 2-1 victory to move to the Big East Tournament Championship. Taking on Pitt, and Louisville strikes first, getting a run in the top of the first. Pitt tied up in the bottom of the fourth. Louisville took a 3-1 lead, scoring 2 in the top of the fifth. Had that lead all the way till the bottom of the eighth. Then Pitt, 4 runs on the board. They are able to take a 2-run lead of their own, and then they shut down Louisville in the top of the ninth, getting a victory, out-hitting Louisville 11-5, outscoring them 5-3. Congratulations to Pitt, making an unbeaten run through the Big East Tournament, and Pittsburgh, the 2006 Big East Tournament champions. Look at the Big Ten Tournament, beginning part 1. Top seed Illinois gets a 2-1 victory over Penn State. The 2 seed Purdue getting shut out against Minnesota, and then Michigan, the 3 seed, a 6-0 win over Indiana. Second games in part 1. Top seed Illinois takes a loss 4-3 against Indiana. Michigan gets a 2-1 victory over Minnesota, and the elimination game Purdue 2-1 victory over Penn State to move forward to part 2. Indiana in a high-scoring 13-10 win over Michigan. Elimination game Purdue a 3-2 victory over the top seed Illinois to move forward. Minnesota gets a 7-5 victory over Indiana to advance. Michigan a 6-2 win over Purdue to advance to the Big Ten Tournament Championship, taking on Minnesota 3 seed versus 5 seed, and Michigan striking first, 4 runs in the third, 2 more in the fourth to move ahead 6-0. Minnesota gets 1 back in the fourth, making a 6-1 game. Made it a 6-3 game in the seventh, 6-5 game in the eighth, coming back. Michigan gets 1 in the ninth, and then Minnesota not able to get any more. Both sides with 15 hits in this game. Congratulations to Michigan, making a run here through the Big Ten Tournament. Michigan, the 2006 Big Ten Tournament champions. The Big 12 Tournament, top seed Missouri getting a victory over Texas Tech in their first game. Oklahoma State a win over Texas A&M. Missouri takes down Oklahoma State 2-0 in the winner's bracket. Texas A&M responds in a big way, an 11-0 blowout victory over Texas Tech to move forward. And then A&M takes down Oklahoma State 2-0 to advance, needing to defeat Missouri twice. Not going to happen. Top seed Missouri, a 9-2 win. Missouri goes unbeaten in bracket 1 to advance to the Big 12 Tournament Championship. Bracket 2, top seed Nebraska, a win over Kansas their first game. 2 seed, defending national champions Texas, a 3-1 win over Baylor. And then Texas, a 5-4 win over Nebraska in the winner's bracket. Kansas, a 5-1 win over Baylor to advance. Then are eliminated 5-2 with the Nebraska victory over the Jayhawks. Moving on here, Texas completes a 3-0 run through bracket 2, winning an 11-9 game over the top seed Nebraska to advance to the Big 12 Tournament Championship game. Missouri versus Texas. No runs scored through the first 3.5. Missouri strikes first in the bottom of the fourth. Stayed 1-0 till the top of the seventh. Texas took a 2-1 lead. Missouri tied it up 2-2 going into the ninth inning. Then a scoring explosion from the Longhorns in the top of the ninth. They put 5 runs on the board. They move ahead 7-2, and that is the final. Both sides with 7 hits, but Texas gets a 5-run victory. The Longhorns go unbeaten in the Big 12 tournament, and they win the Big 12 Tournament Championship. Conference USA Tournament, top seed in bracket 1, Tulane, 2-1 victory over Houston their first game. East Carolina, 6-1 win over the 2 seed UCF. Tulane, a 6-4 win over East Carolina. UCF wins the elimination game 6-1 over Houston. then blows out East Carolina 13-3 to move forward and take on Tulane. Tulane a 2-1 victory in bracket 1 to go 3-0 and advance to the Conference USA Tournament Championship. Bracket 2, top seed Southern Miss losing their opening game 8-6 to Memphis. 2 seed Rice gets a victory. Then Rice a 10-0 blowout over Memphis in the winner's bracket. Southern Miss avoids elimination, 5-4 win over UAB. Then avoids elimination again, 4-1 win over Memphis. Needing to beat Rice twice. They beat them the first game 3-2. Coming down to this year in bracket 2, but Rice able to respond, getting a 4-1 victory over the top seed Southern Miss to move on to the Conference USA Tournament Championship game. Tulane versus Rice. And no runs scored in the first 3. Tulane strikes first. 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th. That ends up being it for scoring the entire game. Nothing on the board for Rice. 2-0 the final. Tulane out hits them 8-3. And Tulane goes unbeaten and wins the Conference USA Tournament Championship here in the 2006 season. Congratulations to Tulane. Missouri Valley Conference Tournament. Already recapping it here. Evansville going on that strong run. Bottom 2 seeds making it to the end. Evansville winning the final game 6-0. Mountain West Tournament. Top seed BYU drops their opening game 8-4 against Utah. 2 seed TCU a 10-4 win over New Mexico. San Diego State wins their opening game against UNLV. Second set of games in part 1. Utah, the 6th seed, gets a 2-0 start, 2-1 victory over UNLV. San Diego State gets a 3-1 win over TCU, and top seed BYU avoids elimination, taking down New Mexico 12-9 to move forward to part 2. San Diego State a 13-1 dominant win over Utah, and TCU a 10-0 dominant win over the top seed BYU to move forward. Then a nail-biting 1-0 victory for TCU, the 2 seed, moving forward, eliminating Utah, and moving on to take on San Diego State, needing to beat them twice, not going to happen. 10-2 dominant victory for San Diego State. TCU struck first in this one. San Diego State tied it up in the 3rd. 1-1 game till the bottom of the 5th. Then a huge inning for the Aztecs, scoring 8 runs. Moving ahead 9-1. TCU scoring 1 more. San Diego State scoring 1 more. 10-2 dominant victory. Aztecs out hit the Horned Frogs 16-11 and outscored them by 8. Congratulations, San Diego State, Mountain West Tournament champions 2006 season. The Patriot League Tournament, top seed Lehigh had a bye as the top seed in the Patriot League standings. Army able to get a victory over Lafayette, the 2-3 matchup. Army getting the job done 3-1. That advanced Army to the best of 3 finals against Lehigh, the number 1 versus number 2 seed. And game 1, Army complete control of this one. 5 runs in the top of the 1st inning, 4 in the top of the 5th, and 2 in the top of the 7th. Lehigh unable to get on the board at all. Army out hits them 12-2, outscores them 11-0, and this game ends in 7 innings. Army dominating game 1 to move ahead 1-0 in the best of 3 series. Game 2, scoreless through 3. Lehigh getting their first run in the top of the 4th, 1-0. 3 more in the top of the 5th, move ahead 4-0. Army not nearly as effective offensively in game 2. They get 1 in the bottom of the 7th. That is it. Lehigh out hits Army 12-4 and outscores them 4-1 to even the series at 1 and set up a decisive game 3. The Patriot League Conference Tournament Championship game here. Game 3, Lehigh striking first in the bottom of the 1st, then scoring 2 more in the 5th, move ahead 3-0. Army gets 1 in the 6th to make it a bit closer, but that is the last run scored in this game. Lehigh out-hits them 10-5, outscores them 3-1. And how about the response here from Lehigh after getting blown out in game 1, able to win the next 2 games, 4-1 in game 2 and 3-1 in game 3. Congratulations to Lehigh, the 2006 Patriot League Conference Tournament champions. Now the SEC tournament, bracket 1, top seed Arkansas losing their opening game to Kentucky 10-5, and the 2 seed LSU getting a 10-run loss in their opening game. 4 versus 3 matchup in the winner's bracket. Tennessee gets the job done 8-1. Arkansas avoids elimination, a 7-4 win over LSU, and then moves forward a 4-2 win over Kentucky to advance, needing to defeat Tennessee twice. They blow them out the first game, 13-2, sets up a decisive game here in bracket 1, and Arkansas all over Tennessee again, once again here in their second game. Top seed in bracket 1, Arkansas loses their first game, but then goes on, wins their next 4, and wins bracket 1 to advance to the SEC Tournament Championship. Bracket 2, the top seed, last season's national runner-up Florida drops their opening game. 2 seed Ole Miss gets a victory over Georgia, and then a 4-3 win over Auburn in the winner's bracket. Top seed Florida avoids elimination, 12-3 win over Georgia, and an 8-5 win over Auburn, taking on Ole Miss, needing to beat them twice. Florida wins 8-6 the first game against Ole Miss. Then the decisive game in bracket 2, Florida all over Ole Miss, an 11-1 victory. So Florida also dropping their first game of the SEC tournament, but then able to respond, winning their next 4, going on a run all the way to the SEC Tournament Championship game. 1 seeds here, Arkansas versus Florida. Florida striking first, 1 run in the top of the first. No runs scored till the bottom of the 7th. Arkansas able to take a 2-1 lead, and Florida responds immediately in the top of the 8th, taking a 1-run lead of their own, 3-2. Florida gets 1 more in the top of the 9th. Arkansas unable to get on the board again. Florida out-hits Arkansas 8-5, outscores them 4-2. And congratulations to Florida, the 2006 SEC Tournament champions. The Sun Belt Tournament. Bracket 1, top seed Louisiana Lafayette, a 9-run loss in their opening game against Arkansas State. 2 seed Arkansas Little Rock gets a victory over Florida International. Then a 7-0 win over Arkansas Little Rock. Strong start from the 4 seed Arkansas State. Losers bracket, the top seed Louisiana Lafayette goes down against Florida International. Top seed in bracket 1, Louisiana Lafayette quickly knocked out of the Sun Belt Tournament. Florida International moved on, a 10-4 win over Arkansas Little Rock. Then taking on Arkansas State, needing to beat them twice. They get a 7-1 victory in the first game, sets up a decisive game here. The bottom 2 seeds in bracket 1 looking to move forward. Very exciting game, but Arkansas State able to bounce back and win a nail-biter 6-5 over Florida International to win bracket 1 and move on to the Sun Belt Tournament Championship. Bracket 2, top seed Troy, 2-1 victory over Middle Tennessee State. 2 seed New Orleans, an 8-6 win over South Alabama. Troy, a 10-run victory over New Orleans in the winner's bracket. South Alabama avoids elimination with an 8-1 win over Middle Tennessee State, and then gets a 4-2 victory over New Orleans to move forward, needing to defeat Troy twice. Unable to do so, top seed in bracket 2, Troy, a 5-1 victory over South Alabama to win bracket 2 and move on to the Sun Belt Tournament Championship game. Troy versus Arkansas State, 1 seed versus 4 seed. And Arkansas State, a strong start, 2 runs in the top of the first. Troy got 1 back, stayed 2-1 till the top of the 5th. Arkansas State scoring 1 to make it a 3-1 game. Bottom 6, big inning for Troy. They put 3 on the board and they take a 4-3 lead. They score 2 more in the 8th. Troy out-hits Arkansas State 12-11, outscores them 6-3. And Troy able to get the victory. Congratulations to Troy, 2006 Sun Belt Conference Tournament champions. Now the WCC Championship Series, just a best of 3, San Francisco versus San Diego to decide the WCC Championship. Game 1, San Francisco versus San Diego. San Diego striking first, 2 runs in the top of the first. San Francisco gets 1 back, 1 more for San Diego in the second. San Francisco ties it up at 3 in the bottom of the third and takes a 1-run lead in the 4th. They extend their lead up to 6-3 in the 6th inning. San Francisco outhits San Diego 9-6 in game 1 and outscores them 6-3. San Diego getting shut out their final 7 at-bats in Game 1. San Francisco takes Game 1 of the 3-game series. And then Game 2, San Francisco strikes first in the top of the third with 2 runs. Stays that way until the 9th. San Francisco gets 1 more in the top of the 9th, and that ended up being huge. San Diego trailing 3-0 going into the bottom of the 9th. They get 2, but not enough to tie up the game. San Francisco out-hits them 9-7. And San Francisco outscores them 3-2. They take both games, and they get the 2-game sweep on the best-of-3 series. Congratulations to San Francisco, 2006 West Coast Conference Tournament champions. San Francisco, the 1 seed, gets it done. So that is it for the conference tournament games here in the 2006 season. That is the end of the conference tournament. And now let's take a look at the top 25 ranking as we get ready to begin the 2006 NCAA tournament. The number 1 team entering the NCAA tournament in the nation is Tulane. They are 50-14 overall in the season. Number 2 is Georgia Tech. They are 47-16. Missouri, number 3 at 48-16. Arizona at 43-17. Florida at 47-19. Last season's national runner-up. Then last season's national champion Texas at 42-22. Pittsburgh at 47-17. BYU at 42-21. Cal State Fullerton at 40-20. And Ole Miss rounds out the top 10 entering the NCAA tournament at 40-24. That is the top 10. A look at the rest of the top 25 now. And there we are, Indiana State, number 21 ranked team in the nation, as we get ready to compete in our first NCAA tournament since the 1995 season. Here we go, NCAA tournament time. Dream come true for Indiana State, for everyone involved in our program, on our team here. We're going to qualify as an at-large bid thanks to a much stronger than expected regular season. According to the experts, we weren't supposed to have much success this season. No one thought we'd have a chance at the NCAA tournament, but we are going to be going, and we could not be more thrilled for the opportunity. So let's take a look here at how the NCAA tournament here in the 2006 season is set up. We will be competing in the New Orleans Regional. New Orleans Regional here, NCAA tournament, field of 64 teams, was expanded not long ago. And we are going to be competing here in a field of 64 NCAA tournament for the first time in program history. And we are in a tough region here. As you can see, the number 1 ranked team in the nation, Tulane, is the number 1 seed and the host here for our regional tournament. Tulane is going to be definitely the heavy favorites here in the regional. Tulane enters the NCAA tournament with a 50-14 record here on the 2006 season. This is the 9th consecutive NCAA tournament appearance for Tulane. Tulane has won regional championships, have won regionals in 2001, 2004, and 2005. They're trying to make it 3 straight seasons, winning a regional. Tulane has made it to the College World Series twice in their history, 2001 and then last year, 2005. Tulane advanced to the College World Series. Tulane went 1-2 in the College World Series last season and had an absolutely brutal exit last year, losing to Baylor in an elimination game after having a 7-0 lead after 6 innings. Baylor able to come back and stun Tulane 8-7. Final score to shock Tulane and break their hearts and end their season last year. So Tulane entering this season, huge expectations, certainly dreaming and maybe expecting to get back to Omaha. They've had a great regular season, really strong run in the Conference USA tournament as well. They went unbeaten in the Conference USA tournament and then won the Conference Tournament Championship 2-0 over Rice. So Tulane, a Big threat here, massive favorites in the regional here, and one of the favorites to have the best chance at winning the whole thing when this 2006 season is said and done. They will be taking on the 4 seed. They will be taking on the Indiana Hoosiers from the Big Ten. Indiana enters the NCAA tournament with a 36-28 overall record. This is just the second ever appearance in the NCAA tournament for Indiana Hoosier baseball. The only other appearance was the 1996 season, so one more year recently than appearance for us. Indiana went 2-2 in the Big Ten tournament, and they will be taking on the top seed in the regional and top ranked team in the nation in their first game. Now here we are, we qualify as the 2 seed. Absolutely thrilled for the opportunity, dream come true. Everyone back home, chair out watching is going to be absolutely glued to their TV and thrilled. It's going to be some Sycamore fans making the trip to New Orleans as well, cheering us on. This will be our 8th ever appearance in the NCAA tournament as a program, the first one since the 1995 season. So ending a drought here this 2006 season. We enter the NCAA tournament with our 41-22 record overall, and not a strong end to the regular season for us, losing our last 2 series and then going just 1-2 in the Missouri Valley Conference tournament. So not playing the best ball entering the NCAA tournament, but we've had some days off, trying to regroup, trying to find that form that we've played most of this 2006 season with, that led us to the Missouri Valley Conference regular season win and the at-large bid. Indiana State has won 1 regional in program history. That was in the 1986 season. And then Indiana State went on to qualify for their only ever College World Series appearance in that 1986 season. Advancing to the College World Series, ended up going 0-2. But still, that is the greatest season in program history, and we are hoping to make a run of our own here as the regular season Missouri Valley Conference winners. Absolutely fired up for the opportunity here in New Orleans. Our first game will be against Texas Tech of the Big 12. Texas Tech enters the NCAA tournament with a 31-31 overall record. This is the 11th appearance in the NCAA tournament for Texas Tech. Their first coming in the 1995 season. They had appeared in 11 straight NCAA. They had appeared in 10 straight. This will be their 11th appearance and 11th of the last 12 seasons. Did not advance to the NCAA tournament last season. That ended a drought. But they are certainly fired up to be back in the NCAA tournament this year, qualifying as an at-large bid, the 3 seed. Not a strong outing for Texas Tech in the Big 12 tournament. They went 0-2. Texas Tech hoping to make a run and reach their first ever College World Series. They're going to have to start things off against us. So that's the look here in the New Orleans Regional. Number 1, Tulane. Number 2, Indiana State. Number 3, Texas Tech. Number 4, Indiana. It is a double elimination tournament. That is the way things are set up here. And the winner of the New Orleans Regional will advance to the winner of the Hattiesburg Regional. And that will be the Super Regional, and the winner of that best of 3 series will advance to the College World Series. Top seed in the Hattiesburg Regional is Southern Miss. The 2 seed is Louisville. 3 seed is Wichita State from the Missouri Valley Conference, also qualifying as an at-large bid, and the 4 seed is Stanford. We have played 3 of those teams this season. We had a series against Louisville, series against Stanford, and of course a series against Wichita State, and then met them again in the Missouri Valley Conference tournament. About the way things are looking here in the Hattiesburg Regional. Now we'll take a look here at all the regionals, the whole NCAA tournament from across the nation. Look here in this regional here. Top seed Arizona, 2nd seed San Francisco, 3 seed Baylor, 4 seed New Mexico State. This regional here, top seed TCU, 2 seed Arizona State, 3 seed UC Irvine, 4 seed Loyola Marymount. The regional here, top seed BYU, 2 seed Oregon State, 3 seed Pepperdine, 4 seed Long Beach State. This regional top seed Cal State Fullerton, 2 seed Washington, 3 seed Gonzaga, 4 seed Fresno State. And we already looked here at our New Orleans regional, the Hattiesburg regional. And I look here at this regional, top seed Missouri, 2 seed Michigan, 3 seed Alabama, 4 seed Evansville from the Missouri Valley Conference, qualifying after their run winning the Missouri Valley Conference tournament. Okay, at this regional, top seed Nebraska, 2 seed Central Florida, 3 seed San Diego State, 4 seed Georgetown. Okay, at this regional, top seed defending national champions Texas, 2 seed Illinois, 3 seed Mississippi State, 4 seed Troy. Okay, at this regional, top seed Louisiana Lafayette, 2 seed Georgia, 3 seed Miami, 4 seed South Florida. And this regional here, top seed Georgia Tech, 2 seed Arkansas, 3 seed Oklahoma State, 4 seed Florida International. This regional top seed LSU, 2 seed Boston College, 3 seed Rice, 4 seed St. John's. And this regional top seed, last season's national runner-up, Florida, 2 seed Virginia, 3 seed Texas A&M, 4 seed South Alabama. This regional here, top seed Clemson, 2 seed Tennessee, 3 seed Notre Dame, 4 seed Kentucky. And this regional here, top seed Pittsburgh, 2 seed Florida State, 3 seed Auburn, 4 seed Lehigh. And this regional top seed Oxford, 2 seed North Carolina, 3 seed Connecticut, 4 seed Kansas State. So that is a look at the NCAA tournament bracket. Look at all the regionals. And now another look here at the New Orleans regional, where we will begin play against Texas Tech. So fired up to be competing in our first NCAA tournament here since the 1995 season. What a magical year it has been for Indiana State. So thrilled for this opportunity. Everyone is going to be watching back home, and we're going to be very fired up. People have fallen in love with the Sycamore team here this 2006 season, and hopefully we can find a way to get that mojo back, and hopefully we can find a way to make a run here. So fired up for this opportunity. Let's do it. Let's go Sycamores.